What's up, everybody? It's Little Rocker Cutie 2005, also known as Andre, welcoming you to Late Night Frights. It is Thursday, which means it is my day, and it is a battle week this week. I hope you've checked out everybody else's battles, and we're just going to get right into it because I'm kind of a little under the weather. Had a stressful day yesterday, and right now I'm battling a bit of a migraine, so we're just going to get into it. I'm actually battling two of my favorite sequels from the same franchise, Halloween 2 versus Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. And as you can see, this is the double feature of 4 and 5, which is now out of print. And then, of course, the Scream Factory edition of Halloween 2. So, we're just going to get into it. Sorry, my mouth hurts a little bit, but first round is going to be, of course, a story. So, Halloween 2, direct continuation of the first one, picks up right where the first one ended. Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie, she's being taken to the hospital. Michael finds out where she is, basically goes after her, takes out the hospital staff one by one. Dr. Loomis is basically still trying to stop him and find out, why Michael's doing what he's doing, which of course, if you've all seen the movie, then you know why he's doing what he's doing, so I won't really spoil it for those of you who haven't seen the movie, but I'm pretty sure that if you're on this channel, you've seen the movie. But that's the story for part 2. With part 4, again, it's a continuation. It's 10 years after the events of 1 and 2, and Laurie Strode has died in a car crash, leaving a daughter named Jamie Lloyd, who, of course, Michael finds out about, wakes up, and decides to go after her. And that's basically the story. Of course, Dr. Loomis comes back to try and stop him, so on and so on. But it's basically, continuation after 1 and 2, but, that's part 4, so they're both equally matched, I'd say, when it comes to the story, but for a little bit better story, because it's a direct continuation, round 1's got to go to Halloween 2. Round 2, I'm going to say the casting. With Halloween 2, of course, you've got Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasence coming back, but you've also got Charles Cyphers returning for a little bit, probably the first 20-30 minutes of the movie. You've got Lance Guest, who's the love interest for Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm trying to remember some of the other people. You got Dick Warlock, who played the Shape or Michael Myers. He was a really good Michael, in my opinion. In my opinion, probably the best, but that's just me, so that's casting for that one. With part 4, of course, you've got Donald Pleasence coming back, but you also have the debut of Danielle Harris as Jamie Lloyd, who would become one of probably the best modern scream queens of today, because she's still doing horror, she still loves the genre. I mean, she was even in Rob Zombie's too, but I won't get into those, but basically, I think everybody has pretty much the same thoughts on him, except for me, except for probably, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, but you also have Ellie Cornell as Rachel, who's she's Jamie's foster sister, kind of like the protector for Jamie as this one goes on. I'm trying to remember who else. I know there's, you got a new sheriff, I think he's played by Bo Starr, that Sheriff Meeker. You've got Rachel's boyfriend Brady. I'm trying to remember who, and I can't remember who plays him because it's been a while since I've seen these. I usually know him so well, but overall casting, it's gonna be a tie. So 2 points for Halloween 2, 1 point for Halloween 4. Oh, sorry guys, my mouth just hurts. But round 3 is gonna go to, gotta say, overall direction. Part 2, directed by Rick Rosenthal, who was actually a student filmmaker before this, and John Carpenter and Deborah Hill had seen a student film that he did, and originally John Carpenter was supposed to direct this, but he just ended up writing and producing along with Deborah Hill, which I gotta say, Rick Rosenthal, he did a really good job directing, and he would come back to direct Resurrection, which, complete piece of crap in my book, but with Halloween 4, you've got director Dwight H. Little, who's done stuff like, I think he did the 89 Phantom of the Opera with Robert Englund. He did Marked for Death. I want to say he did one of the No, I don't think he did any of the Wrong Turn movies, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but for direction, again, you know, part 2. And then round 4, I'm going to go with the kills. With part 2, you've got some pretty memorable kills, you know. You got the needle to the temple with the air bubble. You got the claw hammer to the head of the security guard. The hot tub kill, definitely. That's probably the most memorable. You've got the death of the really pretty blonde nurse where Michael just stabs her in the back with a scalpel and lifts her up off the ground. Yeah, those are all the kills I can remember, really. But I do remember this one having some really great kills. I am going to review this on my channel at some point, so keep an eye out for that. Then with part 4, you've got the opening kill of the paramedic where Michael just puts his thumb in the guy's forehead and takes him out. That's the only kill of the paramedics you see. You've got Brady, the death of Brady, where Michael just crushes his skull. The sheriff's daughter, where he impales her with the shotgun, like up against the wall. And I've said this to my buddy LRC2005 quite a bit. There's always at least 1 or 2 of the movies in this series where Michael, or as him and I call him Mikey, he's always seeming to be impaling somebody on a wall. So, you know, that's pretty memorable. If I remember correctly, I can't remember too many of the other kills. I think that might have been it. You know, Brady, the sheriff's daughter, the paramedics. Oh, no, the guy in the garage who gets stabbed with like a metal bar so he can get his like jumpsuit again. But that's pretty much all the kills I can remember from that one. But the only one that's really memorable, that sticks out for me, is the shotgun impalement. So, you know, Halloween 2 again, round 4. And round 5, I'm going to go with overall enjoyment. Normally I watch 1 and 2 back to back, and I follow those 2 up with H2O. So I really do enjoy Jamie Lee Curtis's storyline through those 3 movies. And then usually I don't watch 4 and 5 together a lot, but there's times when I almost have to, so I do watch them together from time to time. I love part 4. It's probably one of my favorites of later sequels, if you don't count H2O, but I can't help it. I love part 4. It's probably the second one I saw in the series, but it's one I grew up with. It's one I love. So overall enjoyment, it's gonna be a tie. So with the 3-2 win, it is Halloween 2. If you guys have not seen either of these, I highly recommend picking them up and check them out. But, you know, I'm going to end it here. My mouth's hurting, my head's hurting. So once again, it's Little Rocker Cutie 2005, also known as Andre, telling you to enjoy life, enjoy some Skittles, enjoy some Starburst, keep it forever horror, guys. And any more words of my faithful partner Chris or Buffy Zena Man on my channel, he always says, eat some chicken. I'll catch you guys next week on Late Night Frights. Bye, guys.